Hello, 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 and welcome to the Journey with Janie podcast. I am your host, Jane Anderson, and I am here with you today on episode 4 of season 3 of The Quiet Field. Today, the title is The Space Between. There's a moment every year that always catches my breath, and that is when the snowdrops appear. Tiny white little heads pushing through frozen, or currently, as it is here in Northumberland in the UK, saturated ground, even though winter is still here. The mornings are cold, the light is thin, and nothing has fully changed as yet. Something has begun. And when I spotted those snowdrops, I think it was maybe last week after I'd done recording for the podcast, I spotted the snowdrops in the garden, pushing through the leaves that had fallen from the holly tree, and just a little promise that spring was on its way. Snowdrops are often called the first promise of spring. Not spring itself, just the promise that it's emerging slowly before conditions are perfect, before the certainty, before warmth. Snowdrops symbolize hope, renewal, and quiet resilience. The kind of hope that doesn't shout, and the kind of resilience that doesn't rush. They simply trust what is happening beneath the surface. And I think this is a great analogy for embracing nature as our teacher. And this got me thinking. This is exactly where many of us are right now, heading towards the end of January, being grateful that we've made it nearly to the end of January. And I think there's often a strange feeling as we come towards the end of January. The energy of the new year has faded. Clarity we may have hoped for hasn't fully arrived. And for me, we're no longer who we were, but not quite who we're becoming yet in 2026. We're in that in-between stage. And that in-between can feel deeply uncomfortable. We want answers. We want to make the decisions. We want momentum, especially when there's lots being talked about the year of the horse, the firefly horse, or the fire horse, I think it is. This is all a bit new to me, but I have looked into it. That doesn't actually start until the middle of February. I think it's the 16th. So we're all pushing to be that horse for 2026 when actually we still need to be in that in-between and trust that the unseen work is happening below the ground. This space, the space between who you were and who we're becoming in 2026, is not a problem to solve. It's all a process, and it's a process to honour. It's where old identities loosen, where certainty softens. And one of the huge things for me is where listening becomes more important than action. As many of you know, I've been sitting in silence and just being over the past few weeks. And wow, the things that are coming through are very exciting. So watch this space, people. This is often the hardest season when things are changing, when roles are shifting, be that in the workplace, at home, and direction often feels foggy. And I'm smiling to myself because it is extremely foggy outside here today. We've had the storm yesterday, which was wet, windy, cold, and horrible. Now we have the fog, and I'm thinking as that fog clears, the new day will dawn. The temptation is to rush the clarity, and I think that links into the fog. You can't rush the fog lifting. So that's another lesson from nature. The fog will rise when the sun decides it's going to burn it off, so to speak. We often rush decisions just to feel safe again. And sometimes that's false and doesn't last. What I'm building here at the quiet field is something totally different. It teaches us to stay still just a little longer in not knowing, giving ourselves permission to stop, to allow stillness to do its work. I was on a networking call yesterday, and one of the huge things that I shared is I sit for 30 minutes a day just in silence. And that doesn't happen straight away. It's all building up to the 30 minutes, starting with 5 minutes a day, just sitting in silence, doing nothing and just being you. And allowing the stillness to do its work, to trust that renewal is already happening, even if it's not fully visible yet. Snowdrops don't ask if they're ready. They just respond to that quiet signal inside the earth that says, let's go. And maybe that's your work right now too. Don't push, not to decide, not to force, but to listen for that signal, that let go. And I think from me to you, if you're feeling restless, uncertain, or impatient with yourself, just want to say nothing is wrong. You're not behind, you're simply in the season of emergence. And that is my word for 2026. And emergence is quiet. This is exactly where I have been. And I feel the energy shifting a little bit. Noticing the snowdrops was my sign. Things are okay. Life's moving forward. And now so can I. Just because the ground still feels cold doesn't mean growth isn't happening. It is. You just can't see it all yet. You know the seasons follow each other and nature never gets it wrong. So this week, instead of asking, what should I do next? Try asking yourself, what is beginning to show itself? Even if it's small, even if it's just that one word that keeps coming into your head. What's your snowdrop? Let yourself be unfinished and trust that when the time is right, everything will just follow. And obviously, if you'd like to spend time in a quiet field here in the hills of Northumberland, all the details are in the show notes. It's a space to pause, listen, and let what's emerging take shape without rushing. Out in nature, soaking it all in, learning and growing, just like the snowdrop. And I'll be here to meet you and hold the space. Thank you for listening today. I'm Jane Anderson. This is the Journey with Janie podcast. From me to you, take care. Until next time, totally bye. Thank you for joining me on the Journey with Janie podcast. It's always a pleasure to be with you on a Wednesday or whenever you are downloading and listening to the Journey with Janie podcast. All I ask is that you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And also remember, there are ways of contacting me through my website on www.journeywithjanie.com. There's a contact button to book a call, which is a free 15-minute call, and all the details of the ways to work with me are on my website. I'm always available for a chat, a DM, or just a message via LinkedIn or Instagram. We all have the social handles now. Just drop me a message and let's talk. And remember, we don't have to do this alone, which is exactly why I am here to help guide you on this journey. I am the me that I needed 3 years ago, and I hope and feel that I can help you on your journey of moving forward by taking small, simple steps. So from me to you, take care.